My name's Gary Holloway. I'm the field director here at Local 675. It is an honor to be here as part of the struggle for a free Palestine. It is an honor to see you all and to meet the judges and to find people's advocate, Dr. Kelly. This will be an exciting day, and it's an honor to be here with you all. We are a local that supports boycott. We boycott, divest, and sanctions. We didn't have any, but we formally have divested and make sure that our investments don't go to Palestine. We are a supporter of Steelworkers United for Palestine, which is a rank-and-file, member-driven organization with members on the West and East Coast and in the Canadian state. To say that I'm honored doesn't even do justice. You are here fighting UC, fighting the Israeli state, fighting Zionists, and fighting for freedom. I am humbled, and we have a successful conference today.
My name's Gary Holloway. I'm the field director for USW Local 675 in Carson, California.
And we're having this conference here today, and you're local. It's hosted this conference, allowed your hall to be used.
First off, the People's Tribunal couldn't be held at UC due to the University of California Regents, et cetera, and all of their rules and the repression against Palestinian activists. When asked by some of the activists, we agreed to provide space and assistance in making sure this tribunal, an effort to fairly and fully intervene in to fairly and fully review the situation in Palestine and make sure that as we charge genocide, it's not just a word, it's a proven word.
And the issue of the war in Palestine, the United States is spending billions of dollars supporting Israel. The bombs are made in the United States and transported by the United States to Palestine. Why is the United States supporting this genocide?
Well, the United States needs Israel and needs Zionism for its own imperial ends. They're being used. But more to the point, in terms of why labor should, it is our labor being used and our voices being heard when these bombs are delivered. And that is simply wrong.
And there has been a struggle in the unions in the United States to get a ceasefire, to get stopping military aid to Israel. What are the roadblocks in the labor movement to getting the unions to take positions that other unions around the world have taken in solidarity with Palestine? The Norwegian unions just took a position for a labor boycott, total boycott of Israel. It seems like unions around the world have taken this fight against genocide much more seriously.
Many unions have in the last few years taken this issue very seriously. My own local supported a ceasefire resolution in the first month after the newest wave of genocidal bombing began. It is an uphill fight. Most of the unions are tied in at some level with a patriotic view of America and its political needs, and or tied in with the HISTA roots through the AFL-CIO.
And recently, the Trump administration shut down the Solidarity Center. It was getting $70 million a year from the National Endowment for Democracy and USAID. First of all, are your members aware that the AFL-CIO is getting $70 million a year for its international operation? And second of all, now that they don't have that money, $70 million a year for their so-called international operations, what is real international solidarity? How would you see?
Worker to worker, across the border. Our members talk to the members in other places and work together. It is all very well and good to have some American Institute for Free Labor Development, but in Cold War euphemisms and pro-U.S. foreign policy, the jokingly put AFL-CIA is not such a joke. Do I know if our members are talking about the AFL-CIO or the AIFLD? Probably not. It's an obscure. It's for most people in their lives. It's at least in the American labor movement. It's an obscure footnote to a discussion they really don't care about. But it is the money from the feds and the money from our dues that go into restricting the ability of workers in those countries to organize their own unions their own way.